The Lies of P director letter has just been, and we heard some very interesting things from Ji-won Choi about the game, its future plans for DLC, and what we can expect from the November patch. What's up, Supreme Team? You're here with J-Dog Supreme, and today we're going over the Lies of P director letter video, what details we got, including hints at DLC and a sequel. By the way, if you're new here, be sure to check out my other Lies of P videos, where I go over stats like Motivity and Legion. Now first off, the director letter was started highlighting that Lies of P has sold over 1 million copies. That's great to hear, as it solidifies many things like more updates for the game, DLC being worked on, and eventually a sequel. The director confirmed this, saying the dev team is hard at work brainstorming ideas for the DLC, and eventually the second entry. Next up, we can expect a decent sized patch this month. Keep an eye out for this, as I'll be covering this patch once we know more. Next, the director Ji-won went on to hint at various changes coming in the patch, but one of the major changes is the rising dodge now becoming a default skill. It no longer needs to be unlocked with the P organ. This is big news. Basically, if you get knocked down, you won't be waiting to slowly get up, but instead can dodge out of harm's way much quicker. This big change has come about due to the criticism about Lies of P being too difficult in the early game. To also combat this, they are allowing Plendia to sell 2 additional quartz from the beginning of the game. The devs have already reduced the difficulty in certain areas in previous patches by reducing health of certain enemies and bosses. So keep an eye on this, as this may mean even more difficulty reductions in the future. Other updates include weapon assemble system changes and tweaking the performance of specific weapons. Certain weapons will be getting balance changes, as they have heard feedback about certain weapons being a little disappointing to players. Next up, we can expect various cosmetics to come to Lies of P. First off, the fan favourite character Alidoro. Players will receive his costume, including his fox mask, in the November patch. Next up is the addition of a 3rd accessory slot, allowing players to wear hats and glasses at the same time. Players will also receive the Alchemist hat and glasses as a thank you gift from the directors. The director has said that there are more changes to come in the November patch, but they'll be revealed at a later time. Next up is the future plans for Lies of P. First off, the Lies of P soundtrack has been a big hit with players. The developers have heard this and are working on releasing a soundtrack totaling more than 60 tracks. Next up is the Lies of P and Wulong Fallen Dynasty crossover. Recently, a Lies of P weapon has been introduced into Wulong Fallen Dynasty. The director has said they are working on the crossover in Lies of P, but want to make it meaningful, so expect this crossover weapon sometime soon. And the big news we've been waiting for, DLC. The DLC development is well underway for Lies of P. 2 concept art screenshots were also shown of the upcoming DLC for players to speculate what could be in store for the next chapter of Lies of P. The first screenshot shows an ominous ship environment with a big turbine-like fan in the center. The second screenshot, we can see the protagonist on a ship that seems to be in the air. These screenshots hint at the Lies of P franchise continuing to retell other Disney-inspired stories, but with a darker, grim setting, just like they accomplished with the story of Pinocchio. But we can speculate about this plenty more in another video. Let me know what you think the DLC could be in the comments below. And that was all the information we received in this Lies of P director's letter. We got lots of information about the future of the game, and it's nice to get this in a down-to-earth video. You can tell the director is passionate about the game. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and consider subscribing for more Lies of P details, and check out my previous Lies of P videos. Thanks guys, you've been watching J-Dog Supreme.